to Sketchbook Fury, the Art Ninja's Guidebook. I'm Graham Smith, and this is episode 3, Skill Building. First, I'll show you the way an artist sharpens their pencil for drawing. And then I'll demonstrate the way to hold it properly to shade in your drawing as quickly as possible. We'll go over a few sketchbook hacks, and I'll teach you how to draw a perfectly straight line 2 different ways. So thanks for coming. Let's jump into our sketchbooks. I'm going to show you how to sharpen a pencil correctly without the charcoal breaking off inside your pencil sharpener. So the way you do it is you grip your charcoal pencil in one hand, you take your razor with the other, and you use your thumb to press the blade forward through the wood, revealing a nice even piece of charcoal on the tip. We want to make this part about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch long. And the reason we do that is to get a nice wide stroke. First you sharpen your pencil, and instead of holding your pencil like this, you hold your pencil like this. And you kind of draw on the side of the pencil so you get a wider stroke. Decrease the angle of your pencil to the paper so that the wide part of the lead contacts the most amount of paper. And that gives you a really nice, soft, wide stroke that enables you to lay down a very even gray value. Practice making an even area of dark gray, press very hard, of medium gray, and a very light gray. Just let the pencil ride on the paper under its own weight. You're barely touching the paper, giving it little angel kisses almost. So what we do is we do even strokes, and this is what we practice. We practice to make them all the same length, all the same width, and all the same distance apart. So when you're creating values with a fountain pen or a pen, you do that by drawing vertical lines close together. And those lines together create the illusion of a value. You adjust the relative lightness or darkness of that value by changing how close together you draw your lines. Even strokes, quickly, have all your lines the same distance apart and the same width to create the illusion of an even value. Make sure you're able to draw light, medium, and dark values easily. So the advanced ninjas can follow the contour of the shape with each pen stroke. nice, perfectly straight lines by using the edge of the paper as a guide. Hold your finger on the edge of your paper and use that as a guide. Watch this. You could just paint perfectly straight lines by using a ruler. Hold your ruler on the paper like this and make sure and lean it up, because we don't want the ink to suck down underneath the edge of the ruler and ruin the rest of our work. We want to raise this up enough so that the ruler is pressing against this metal part, the ferrule of the pen. And watch this. You could just paint perfectly straight lines thick line is achieved by pressing all the bristles all the way down to the metal part, all the way down to the ferrule. Let the brush expand out to its widest point and pull. And you can make really wide, even lines using this technique. Press the bristles all the way down to the ferrule and pull. More advanced students, my serious art ninjas, what we practice is variable width lines, lines that change from thick to thin. You can start off with a very thin line by pressing very lightly and slowly press more and more until your line gets thick, and then lift it back up again for your line to go thin. We set our hand down, we rest our hand down on our paper. We have our fingers stacked underneath so that we can control the distance from the brush. And we lightly pull, and we press, and we release. I always stress making your own tools to help you make your art. I'm going to show you a couple of sketchbook hacks. Each sketchbook comes with its own built-in hidden ruler. Now here's one of the things that I noticed whenever I'm drawing in my Strathmore sketchbook. I noticed that these perforation lines line up with the ruler exactly every 5 lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines makes 1 inch. Do you see how they line up? So here's another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you continue all the way up your sketchbook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you rip the page out, fold it in half, fold it in half again. And you have your own improvised inch ruler. Great thing about it is you can always use it as a tape measure to measure the circumference of things. Make a 45-45-90 triangle. And what you do is you take one corner and you fold it down to touch the opposite edge exactly. And then this little piece of rectangle end you can cut off or fold over. And I use this triangle to draw perfect 45-degree angle lines. While we're covering the rock basics, here's the good old ruler rip trick. You take your ruler, put it down on your line, hold it firm. How to cut safely with a razor. Always use a cutting mat to protect your surface. So to make a straight cut exactly on the line, you take your razor blade and you place it exactly on the line. Then you move your ruler up to the blade. Use this bottom point as a fulcrum to rotate the ruler up like this until it touches the line. Ready to cut? This is the part we're saving. This is the part we're cutting away. So always put your ruler on the saving side, the side you're going to keep. That way your razor blade can't accidentally cut in this way and ruin your work. Always make your ruler protect your work. Then cut. Here's how to find the center of a rectangle. This works for any rectangle, and it even works for rectangles that are in perspective. The way to find the center of any rectangle is to draw an X through the corners, through the opposite corners. And where the X intersects in the center is going to be the exact center of that rectangle. You notice how it's this side is bigger than this side. So this is the center in perspective of any rectangle. This helps you with your perspective drawings. It'll help you in centering type. It'll even help you in woodworking if you're trying to center the drill bit in a piece of wood. Don't let not having the proper materials stop you from creating. Use whatever you can to create. You don't have to have the right kind of paint and the right kind of brushes. You can create with anything. That's what's important here. I want you to be creative. Don't think that you can't do something just because you don't have, the most expensive brush or the coolest kind of magic marker. You can make anything you want. I know you could do it. Thanks for coming to Sketchbook Fury, the Art Ninja's Guidebook. So now go draw something in your sketchbook. I can't wait to see your work. Thanks for coming.